Welcome back everybody to MegaKraft episode 13. Wow, and we always start the introduction with a little bit of looking at the camera, holding my sword just like this, and just having a little bit of fun, listening to some good music here, just bouncing around. But yeah, welcome back everyone. It's been a while since the last episode, and what I did since the last episode, I haven't been too busy, but I have done a few things. As you can see here, I've got a little walkway going on here, and I did a little bit of a change to this wall, not too drastic or anything, but for one I extended it out one on each side, as well as at the top I just connected the top so there's not like a little indent. It just makes it so there's a lot more room up above for when we, wow, those cows are noisy. But for when we're up here, you know, walking around. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have these paths kind of go into the mountain and then come out to a balcony that hangs over. And we'll probably have some nice little room inside there. Same goes for over there. And this is where I'm going to build my house, and I'm still, I'm still undecided on how I want to build it. If I want a huge house and, how everything's going to go. But yeah, let's not work on that today. I did also go grab my one horse that I left from back last episode. It's one of these two. But I did take one of my horses, and I went and bred it with one of Royal Desmo's donkey, and I got this guy, a mule. And he's not bad, actually. He's got he's pretty slow. His jumps, average, and his, everything's just basically average. But the cool thing about a mule is that you can get off of him and open up the chest that I've got sitting on him. So I thought that was pretty cool. So let's go ahead and throw this guy. I've got a plan for what I want to do on this episode though. So let's go ahead and go over there and I'll show you what we're going to do. So it has something to do with the skeleton farm. Also one other thing. I did clear out all of these trees. If you're wondering about all those trees that were around here, those were not permanent. I was just farming up some of that wood that I was going to need. And I moved the beacon over here to the side so we can get a beautiful look at this nice valley over here. So yeah, you've seen this already, but it's all nice and done. And wow, I really need to mow my lawn. It's getting pretty overgrown. But down over here at the skeleton farm, don't pay attention to that. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous getting down here, up and down every time. And I really want to change a way. Now, if I were to do a staircase, it would be kind of a pain because I'd have to do some kind of spiral staircase, and it would be really steep, and it would kind of just be a pain. The other option is I could do a ladder. Oh, I hear a zombie somewhere. But the other option is I could do a ladder somewhere and come down in here, but that's pretty slow, So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take the awesome approach and make something pretty crazy, something I've never done before, but I've always wanted to. It's a piston elevator, and I saw an idea of one. It was posted by Ultimate Redstone, and it's 20 meters per second, I think. So you go up basically 20 blocks per second, and it's probably about 20 or 30 to get down there. So it would take about 2 seconds, if that, to get up to the top. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that elevator entrance inside of this cave, and I planned out where I want to go. So right here, there's 2 cobblestone blocks. If you saw underneath down there, I had a little tunnel, a little hole dug out, and there were 2 torches. This is directly above where that spot is, and this is where I'm going to stand for the elevator, but that's going to be where I stand underneath, and it'll take me straight up, just zip right up, and I'll come out here, and this is going to be a nice little, I'm going to dig this out a little bit more. Let's see here, I've got my little worker going on here. It's an efficiency 5 on breaking 5. And then I've got my haste 2 beacon going on right now. So let's dig this out real quick. What I think I'm going to do in here is just kind of a place to hold all of my enchanted gear, like armor and weapons and stuff. Just something simple like an armory, but this is going to be where the elevator is, and it's going to go right down. And with this elevator, you can actually set a water source at the bottom as well, so I can just drop down to get down, and then just activate the elevator to come back up. So that's pretty cool. So what I'm going to do now is I think I counted this out right. I just need to dig out this basically 4 by 6 area all the way to the bottom. And this is where all the wiring is going to go for the elevator. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll meet you guys back at the bottom. Well, here we are. We're at the bottom, and I dug it out all the way. I actually pushed this back 1 block just so I can get some room in case I need to do all the wiring and stuff. And it's probably going to be pretty packed and everything if I try and do it without having a little bit of extra room. So I'll probably even cut that back a little bit farther. So now I think I'll actually need to cut this up. I didn't even think about that, but I think this is where I'm going to stand. Or maybe I can just walk one more and stand right here and just whoop, have it zip me right up to the top and then get out into that armory room. But yeah, I think this is a pretty good spot for not for an item, for a person elevator, for a tooth elevator, to elevate myself. So yeah, this seems like a pretty good spot. I mean, it's pretty centered in the room, so I'll drop down here, and I can use this to get down and up because I can just drop down into the water, which will be even quicker. So now I don't even have to take these stupid stairs, except I still kind of need to use that to get back up and down and stuff. But like I was saying before, is I've never built one of these elevators, so I'm going to go ahead and look at the tutorial, see how well I can follow it, and just kind of give you guys an update along the way and show you guys what I'm doing. So hopefully this all works out as it should. Alright guys, so I've done a little bit on here, and I pretty much got this thing working just up until there. I only did it, you know, a few layers or so just to test it out and make sure everything is working fine on the server, because this elevator is made to work in single player really well, basically 100% of the time. But on a server, it does have a few problems if there is any kind of lag or anything, but it seems to be working pretty good. So I built up to here. It's not all the way at the top. I don't actually have enough slime balls to finish this because I need sticky pistons. But let's go down over here. So let's see. I'm not going to explain how all of this is built because there is a tutorial by Ultimate Redstone, and I'll link that in the description. So you guys can go ahead and check that out. It's actually not too hard to build once you get the hang of it. But let's see if it'll work this time. So I stand right here, and up I go. Oh, took a little bit of damage. But yeah, it takes me up really fast, so that'll send me up to the top so quickly. And if I want to get down, I can just drop right down into the water. I'll put another source block there. I just don't have one with me right now. But yeah, that's that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and get some sticky pistons made. I just need to get more slime balls, so probably go out into the swampland back behind my mountain, and I can get some sticky or some slime balls and finish off making sticky pistons. I've got 49 pistons, so I basically need, let's see, so 2 pistons for every 1 block that we go up, pretty much. So, or is that right? Yeah, that's right. 2 pistons every block we go up, and I'd say we got about 20 more blocks to go up, so, and half of them need to be sticky pistons. So we should have probably enough pistons, but I'll make some more if I need to. But also, one other thing is that glass that's right down there. I'm probably going to switch that out with some iron bars, and then all the way around the iron bars will be probably a certain type of block. I might even alternate with like glowstone and you know, stone bricks or something like that. But yeah, this is that thing built so far. See, I should be able to drop right down. Yep, I can just drop straight down and get in. Let's try this one more time, and see, that time it failed. So I just have to wait for a second until it lets me go. Alright, let's try one more time. Here we go. Alright, that time it works. So about 50% of the time it works, which isn't too bad. I mean, it's a fast elevator to begin with, so I'm not really complaining too much. So let's go and get looking for some slime balls, and I will catch you guys in a bit when I've got some slime balls, and I'll finish this up. I'll probably just finish this up off camera, but we'll see how we do on time when we get there. Well guys, it's been a long time since the last cut, and I've done a lot of work off camera, and basically I completely finished that elevator from bottom to top, and everything was fine and dandy, and I went and tried it out and found out it does not work. I couldn't ever, not a single time, get it to actually take me up to the very top. It kept failing on me. I kept glitching into the piston, and that's because of server lag. It works really reliable on single player. So if you're going to build this in single player, I would recommend building that elevator design, but it was not working on this server. So I went and looked for a different design of an elevator, and I found one that was also by Ultimate Redstone that I really liked, and I built that one completely up to the top, and that's what you see here. And I did modify the bottom a little bit so I can actually have water just in case it fails, because once in a while it does fail as well. But this one works, and it can bring me all the way to the top. So if I want to drop down, I can drop down and come right inside here, and I'm at my skeleton farm, do, you know, some killing, grab some bones, arrows, whatever I need, and then I can come right back over here, just walk straight in, and up I go. Oh, almost. It did not work that time. Let's try it one more time. So about half the time it fails. Oh, I didn't even walk in straight. But about half of the time that you do it, it'll fail, which, you know, I guess is okay. It just really depends on the server lag and whatnot and how well you actually walk in. But yeah, it definitely works pretty well, so I'm happy with that. So what I want to do though is I want to actually cover this up with stone right here. Get all of this covered up. Oh, I'm probably going to remove that actually. I want to connect this mountain right here into this mountain and kind of cover all of this redstone up, but you know, make this whole ridge go all the way to this mountain. So I'm going to start out by covering it up with stone, and then I'll kind of do a skin of what's this stuff called? Dirt. I'll do a skin of dirt over the top of it. So I don't know if I'll fill it over completely. I think I might just, you know, not do solid, just kind of cover it like this. I don't know. Let's try this out here. Alright, so here we go. I've got it pretty well figured out. The grass hasn't really grown on, but I think this covers it up just fine. I mean, it doesn't draw a whole lot of attention over there to it. And plus, I'm probably going to have a building over here anyways, later on when I start putting buildings all throughout here. Let's see here. So now, I think, depending on how much time we have, I think I can get started on trying to plan out what this armory is going to be like. The reason I want the armory kind of separate from the storage room is the storage room isn't actually able to sort any kind of tools and items and things like that, any kind of things that don't stack. So that's why I'd like to have something separate. And I am completely out of food. I guess I can eat rotten flesh, but yeah, I'm completely out of food and I'm running low on steak, so I probably need to get, you know, more of a permanent cow farm thing going on. I have been breeding these guys a lot though, so I can kill them. Okay, I've got some raw beef inside of here, so I can go cook some of that. But right now I'm just going to eat this flesh. I've been eating melons too, and that's just terrible. I mean, it's so hard to actually get anywhere while eating melons. Your hunger goes down so quickly, so... Alright, let's go... Oh man, I need to eat this stuff again. Okay, so let's go and try and figure out what kind of stuff. So I'm not even entirely sure on what kind of style I want to use in there. I don't want to use stone bricks. I have that going on underneath. But I don't know if I really want to use stone bricks on the inside of that mountain. I want to kind of make it more colorful. So what I'm thinking is maybe do some colored wool carpet on the bottom, and then use. Not entirely sure. I'll see if I can try and get this figured out, and then I'll give you guys a little showcase, and we'll see what we can do with it. Okay, so right now I'm kind of just shaping the room here. I brought over some quartz and some stained clay. I brought blue stained clay, and I think that might be a pretty cool color to use here. I haven't used it before, and it's kind of a purplish color actually. As you can see, it's purple, but I think in contrast with the quartz, I think it'll look pretty cool. So we'll try that out, see how it looks. I'll figure out a design. Right now I'm trying to figure out how I want this room to actually be laid out. Now I don't want it, you know, a perfect square or anything like that. I want it to have a little bit of character and be kind of different. I don't want it to be all symmetrical or anything because it is a cave, a hole in the wall. So let's see, how much room do we have back here? I think we've got quite a bit of room actually. So I could, in fact, kind of make like a semicircle room in here and then have this kind of in the center. That might be pretty cool. Let's see, let's try that. I'll have to kind of count it out. If I do that though, it will be symmetrical, but with it being a semicircle, you won't really get that feel as much. So let's need to cover this up. Oh, yeah, I definitely need to cover that up. Alright, so how much do we have right here? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I wonder if we can go 9 that way. Probably not. How much room do we have? Oh, you know what? We may be able to. We've got plenty of room back there. Alright, well let's just keep digging this stuff up and I'll see where it goes. Yeah, I'm thinking that might be too big if I dig out all the way back here, so I'm going to cover this up a little bit. And let's see. Plus, I don't have a ton of room to expand out back this way because that's actually where the wall ends, is right over there. That's kind of where my beacon is sitting right now. So let's cover this up. I'm still trying to think how I want to do this. Alright, so I'm thinking I'm going to do something like this. I kind of decided I will do a square design, but it's more of a rectangle, and I'm going to move the entrance into right here to centered, and you'll walk in, you know, I'll have a nice little path of quartz. These are actually half slabs to save up on quartz. And then, you know, you can either go down and drop down right here. I'll probably, you know, I'll make this all prettied up and stuff, make it look like, you know, that's the drop for the skeleton farm. And then over here, I'm going to do a whole area for all of the goodies and anything that I'll really need. You know, things like, maybe I'll do an enchanting table here, but I'll do an anvil and then some furnaces and a crafting table. Just a nice little area that I can work on and build stuff if I need to. And I'm thinking I'll do, you know, all of these chests. I can do, you know, a helmet, chest plate, legs, and boots right here. And then I can do something like a sword and bow, so I can have really all of the fighting stuff along here. And then along this wall I can do tools, you know. So I think that will work pretty well. And then over here I can just do like, you know, bulk storage things. I can stack up things kind of in this fashion and then do trap chests if I need to. And I can store up things like arrows. I can bring up a bunch of arrows, or I could just drop down there and grab arrows. But I think it'd be convenient to have an arrow storage up here as well. And then also, another plan that I want to do is actually do a little armor equipper on this side and on this side. So I can have one side be, you know, gold armor, and another side be iron armor. And I can just jump in, maybe it'll have like a level 1 enchantment or something. Just some kind of like protection 1 or something like that. Just something decent, because I'm always, you know, just grabbing little pieces of armor and forming them together. And I do die because I don't realize that my armor breaks pretty quick. So it'd be kind of nice to have that until I get some nice diamond armor going at a steady supply, but I don't really like using diamond armor because it uses up diamonds pretty quickly. So yeah, let's get working on this. I was kind of deciding on what kind of design I wanted, and I do like the quartz border around here, and I think I do like those pillars as well. I've got my gear up inside of here, so let's grab some of the materials in here. Grab those, and I have redstone lamps. I'm not sure if I'll use them yet or not. I just thought I'd bring them over because I will need lighting in it somehow, but I do have an idea for lighting if I don't use those. So I'm gonna want to do, I don't want to do the these 3 high because I'm actually gonna have it covered up with those stairs. So yeah, I'm thinking I'll do something like this. But for the floor, or for the coloring, I was looking at the blue stained clay, and it is pretty purple. And I'm sure you guys have noticed that before, but I compared it to the blue wool, and I think I like the blue wool a lot better. Plus, the thing with blue wool is that you can make, oh, I have it in my inventory, you can make blue carpet. And the thing with blue carpet is that you can actually, well, not just blue carpet, with any kind of carpet really, is you can actually put glowstone or a pumpkin right underneath it, and it'll stay lit up. So that's a really good idea I could do for lighting up this area, and I don't have to have any kind of lighting, any sources. I mean, I could do lamps as decoration, but really, I don't have to worry about any lighting, any mobs spawning in here. Another thing that I want to do, I can actually try and do that right now. I'll show you guys this. If I just get a few signs here. Let's go like this. That's not how you make a sign. 1, probably 6 is all I need. Probably not even, I probably only needed 3. Let's see. So this is just a quick little demonstration. If I go something like, oh, whoops. I just don't need to put those anywhere. Alright. And then dig down probably about 4 or 5 blocks or so that there's a nice drop. This will actually keep out zombies and skeletons and creepers and any kind of other thing here that I don't want in here, because they'll see this as a drop and they won't want to go down inside it. And I'll show you why they'll not want to go down inside it. So if I grab some carpet and place it on top of here, and then I could even, you know, grab my stairs down inside of here, and boom, boom, boom. That can be, you know, my entrance. I can walk over that just fine. But if this is all closed off, I can just leave this door completely open, and monsters won't try and come in here because they'll see that drop and they won't want to go over it. Now, spiders may, but that's okay. As long as I don't get creepers and skeletons in here, really, then I'm perfectly fine with that. So I'm thinking that's going to be how my entrance is going to be. So now let's tear this up. I do need to grab more quartz and more, well, you know what, I may have enough to do most of this here. So let's get working. I'll remove this clay. I'll just hold on to this clay for another project. I do kind of like this purple color anyway, so if I want to use a purplish color in any of my buildings, I'll definitely use some of this blue clay. But right now, I think I'm going to use carpet. So, you know what, let me grab some supplies because I do want to get some jack-o'-lanterns as well so I can light up this area. And then I'll be back in just a little bit and show you guys what I've done. Well, here's a little update. I did a little bit of a design with some stairs and quartz, and I came up with something like this. So I think that's pretty nice. I don't want like completely plain or flat or anything, so I think that'll be pretty nice. And keep in mind that you're not going to be seeing these pumpkins. So I'm thinking probably just every 2 or 3 blocks or so, we'll just put a pumpkin inside of the ground. So probably just something like that would work just fine. And let's see. Yeah, so let's put a pumpkin here, here. Oh geez, we got a zombie coming in. So yeah, my little defense thing, my little door right here is working pretty well. I put all of this around. The only thing is that I guess this guy dropped down from above there. But yeah, it is working pretty well. So let's put this pumpkin there, there, and there. And that makes a pretty good lit up. I'm probably going to do some along back here also. But keep in mind, I will also have some quartz stairs up along here also. I think I might run out of quartz though. I'm not too sure. So I don't know. Let's go ahead and try this out though. I'm gonna fill this in because we're actually gonna put some carpet on top of here, and I need to craft some. Oh geez, I need to craft up some carpet here. Let's do half of this into carpet. So 48. That should be good for now. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, I'm really liking this actually. I think that'll be a good design here. So all up along there. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think this will look really good. So let's keep going here. And I'm not entirely sure on what I'm going to do right here. I may do that in another episode. Just leave this as a, an open canvas for me, and I'll do it later. I need to get some cobble to fill in some holes. There we go. And let's try over here. Okay, so I picked out some pretty good spots to put these pumpkins, and I think that's going to provide pretty good lighting in here. I probably should put one maybe over here also, but I'm still, like I said, I'm not sure what's going to go over here, so I may just tear out those pumpkins and have some other kind of lighting. I do plan on, using some furnaces. I've got some furnaces in here, using those as actual decorations for that area, and I think that'd be pretty cool, because all of this really is basically an armory, just a super fancy, up-to-date armory. And let's see, so I've got a bunch of carpet. I guess I will go over and reskin this with carpet, and we'll see how this whole thing looks. I'm actually going to leave these open right here because I will mess around and do a little auto-equipper with armor over here. But while I do this and while I keep working on here, I do want to talk a little bit, spend some time having a little chat. I always like sitting down and just, talking about whatever's on my mind as far as the channel goes and whatnot. So first off, you guys probably, well, I'm going to hope so anyway, you might have seen that Amnesia video that we just uploaded. If you haven't, I'd recommend definitely going to watch that, because Amnesia, if you've never played Amnesia, it's basically a horror game, and it is so scary. I've never played the first one, but Royal Desmo and I decided to start playing Amnesia 2. I'm not even sure if it's 2. It's called Amnesia: A Machine for Pigs. So it's basically a sequel of Amnesia, but yeah, we played that and we recorded it. We even used a face cam, so it got all of our reactions for every time it scared us. And man, it scared us so many times. The first episode, there weren't too many scares, so I mean, if you're wondering why, first episode wasn't that scary and whatnot, you just wait, because it will get better. It will get much more scary, I can promise you that. I'm not sure how scary it would be for actually watching the videos, but as far as playing it, we were both screaming like little girls later on in the game. So let's see, how do I want to do this? I'm going to start doing this side actually first off, and I may actually change this. Oh, so as you can see, normally the elevator kind of left off right here. Oh, I'm going to have to go get that. But normally the elevator left off just right on this level, but I found out that it actually does work one level up, but I may want to just add another piston and raise these pistons up one more, just to make sure, because sometimes I'll come up and then I'll kind of stop and I'll be right here and it won't push me over to these, and I'll fall straight back down when I'm basically at the top, so that's kind of annoying. Let's see if it works this time though. Going up. And see, it stops right there, but it's not able to push me out. Like, I can walk out, but I think I'm going to need to change some of that wiring. Alright, so back to chatting about Amnesia, what I was talking about. So definitely go watch that. I'll link that in the description so you guys can see also. So there's going to be a few things linked in this description. There will be both of these elevator designs that I used and also that Amnesia playlist. So you can go ahead and check those out. We'll try to upload those. I think what we're scheduling is one every 2 to 3 days is one of the when those come out. So expect that. Hopefully, you know, I'm sorry if we don't get it quite as often, but we're trying our best. Basically, to record it though, it takes so much effort to actually record the episodes because I had to bring my entire computer setup over to Real Desmo's house, and we set it up there and we both recorded it. Plus we had wires everywhere to record the face cam and to get the external microphone going and everything like that. So it's kind of crazy. So hopefully you guys are liking it. I mean, hopefully all of this work isn't just for nothing. But yeah, let's see. I'm going to try and make a few more pillars here. Let's see, make those guys. And should I make anything else yet? I think we'll be okay for now. Yeah, so I'm going to do pillars, and then above the chests, I'm going to do half slabs, just like this, so you can still open it, but it kind of closes it off. And I'm thinking behind all of the chests, I'll go through and put glowstone right behind them. So that way it's nice and lit up behind the chests, and you can see back there also. So this place is going to be nice and lit up. There's going to be no problems with any dark spots in here. I think maybe I'll do some more quartz pillars just right there. Yeah. And then let's do some slabs, just right there and right there. I'll need a couple more slabs. Let's make those guys real quick. Probably just 6 for now. And yeah, what else was there I wanted to talk about? Just basically I wanted to talk about that, and also this episode, I know it's been super late when it came out. I do apologize for that, but you know, I'm not going to make any excuses. I'm just going to say I'm sorry, but I have been working on this episode for actually about a week now because this elevator took so much longer than I thought. I'm glad I have it finally finished though, and I know the design. And I think I could really replicate this just about anywhere if I want to put another elevator somewhere else. So it shouldn't be as much of a pain next time I decide to do it, but you know, this time just trying out different designs and trying to make sure it works with the lag is kind of a pain. So, alright, so we got that right there. And all of those have slabs on them. Yep. So now we can go around. I'll probably need to make some more of these stairs also. Actually, I'm for sure. These stairs are probably going to be the thing that I'm going to need the most as far as using up the quartz material. So yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm thinking for the roof, I'm just going to do... I'm not going to do quartz, of course, because it takes way too much to actually use it. But I'm probably going to do blue wool, or I might do another stone type. I don't know. Not entirely sure on the roof. Maybe I'll even use this clay that I didn't use yet. But I feel like that might be bringing in too much color. So let's make some of these. I don't want to make too many. Alright, 16. We'll just have that much for now. And let's continue this onward. Okay, so that's what this is looking like, and I think that looks pretty awesome so far. Yeah, definitely pretty awesome. I probably want to, maybe if I do something like this, and then I can put, where's my slabs? Let me make one more slab here. If I can make that all quartz right here, and it'll look nice and uniform. And then I'm going to leave this all stone because I want it to look like you're going down into the depths. And then I could even, you know, put some kind of item frame there to kind of signify the bones and the arrows for XP and whatnot. Yeah, I even have bones and arrows with me. So what if I go like, you know, boom and boom. Or I could even, instead of that, since the spider farm is down over... Oh, where'd it go? There we go. Since the spider farm is down here, I could even do some string right there, signifying, you know, the string and the spider and skeleton farm. I think that might look pretty cool. So yeah, I think that is probably what we're going to leave it off of right now. I mean, I'm going to do some more work of this off camera. I do definitely want to figure out some of this area right here and get a nice little, you know, whatnot, all the good stuff that I need to put in here, like a furnace and anvil, enchanting table, crafting table. I'll have that stuff in this area, so straight from where you walk out from over there. And then, like I said before, I'll have 2 armor equippers right over here and just some bulk storage right here. So that's going to be it. Next episode, I do also want to cover this up, make it look nice. I'll do a little, probably an archway right there for the entrance. And it's going to be just always open. Here, let's see if these guys follow me in. Sometimes they follow you in if they kind of touch their toes over that. But usually if you're far enough back, they don't even see that as a viable option for somewhere you can walk. So that's pretty helpful. But anyways, that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, definitely leave a like and drop a comment. Let me know what you guys want to see. If you have any suggestions for this room also, especially for this roof, because I don't have that figured out, then let me know. But, you know, I kind of have an idea for this stuff and for these armor equippers. They're really simple devices, so you'll like that. So look forward to next episode, and look forward to those Amnesia videos coming out soon. But other than that, I will see you guys next time. See ya!